Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is your Euro recap and also a little bit of the Jadon Sancho watch because he is a United player. But yeah, we will be talking everything that happened in the quarterfinal, things going into the semi-final. If you are new, do subscribe, do smash a like. But boys, how are you doing and how much did you enjoy watching Jadon Sancho for England?
Nah, it was a good, of course, the quarterfinals. So this is where things heat up, and I'm not gonna fight anymore. And then we're gonna talk about England, but it's coming home. So I'll put that out
Come
there
home.
before we go far. It's coming home. I never said Belgium. Forget about that. Belgium are out. I never said that. I've been England all the way. But yeah, Sancho. Yeah, no, I enjoyed watching Sancho. I don't want to get into too much detail because we're going to review England themselves.
Mm.
But yes, I don't think he got on the ball a lot, and I think that's down to England naturally drifting towards the left. I think with most teams, there will always be one side they drift towards, and we as United as well drift towards the left a lot. But I feel like for the few moments that he did get, we saw some sparks, and it was exciting.
Claire?
I think to say the least, I've been enjoying the quarterfinals so far.
Mm.
It's been a lot of fun, a lot of good games. And Jadon Sancho, my oh my. He's looking good. He's looking like everything we all know he's going to be. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Say the least.
We'll speak more about Jadon Sancho when we get to England, but that's just he's a saucy baller. I can tell you that much. Just like Moloto said, he didn't get on the ball a lot, but when he did, oh boy, he's saucy. Oh, he is
Exactly.
saucy. But let's analyze the quarterfinals of the Euros. We're starting with Switzerland, Spain. Obviously, that went to penalties. That's all I watched. I just watched the penalty shootout. I heard it was gone to pen, so I went in the lounge quick, watched the penalty shootout, and yeah, the penalty shootout wasn't the best penalty shootout, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I did, however, see the highlights, and I seen that Soma was quite he pulled off quite a madness, and if Switzerland did go through, it would probably been because of him. But yeah, Spain live another day. Moloto, your team, you like Spain. Are you a bit worried now after seeing the other performances as well in the quarterfinal? Do you think Spain still have what it takes to go all the way, or do you think next round it's over? It's good. They're going home. They're actually going home.
Wait, when did I say this?
I'm
When did I say
asking.
Spain's going over there?
I'm asking.
I like Spain. Like, I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional. Spain, I'm not going all the way. I'll be very happy, and I'll claim that I did say that, but I didn't.
I can claim that.
and and I'm legit forgetting the play-by-play of the game. That's because every Spanish game is dead ass. Like they're very boring football. But yeah, no, they've gone far, and yes, I remember Soma played a very big part, and I'm legit forgetting how the game went. It's insane. But yeah, no, Spain, they're doing the most. They're doing enough. As I've said in a previous episode, I think it's a long-term project, and it's a good start. I think maybe Enrique wasn't thick and actually brought some Real Madrid players. Who knows? Maybe they would won this competition. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too much into that. I think they're doing enough. Like all you need to do is win the games, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe they'll catch Italy on an off day. Maybe they'll meet England, and England will do what they do best and bottle, and they'll win this competition. But I'm cautiously optimistic. Let's just put it like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I think what I'd say about the Spain side is they still just don't know how to finish a damn chance. Because again, the XG is through the roof and they still only manage one goal. It is very disappointing and very aggravating to watch Spain play. And going to penalties was well deserved, I felt. So, yeah, I think Spain have a lot of work to do. I definitely don't think this is their year. I think maybe next tournament we could see Pedri come into his prime, who's already been playing fantastically. We could see centre backs like Pau Torres and the new Barca boy, I forget his name, from City.
Ferran Torres.
No, the centre back. So the centre back. Yeah, Eric Garcia, that's it.
Yeah.
The centre back. We see them come into their prime years a little bit more. Because I think Laporta and Sergio Ramos sort of bossed the defence, but I definitely know that wouldn't have helped too much going forward. For the penalty shootout, it would have helped a lot more having Ramos on your team.
Hey,
But
well,
hey,
very man.
that was
Hey, like I've said, having Lucas Vasquez, having Asensio, having Isco would have made a difference in my opinion. You know, I know they're not playing amazing at Real Madrid, but we've seen they're talented players,
Like they even
and
play.
they clearly lack an attack. You know, so I just don't get it honestly.
Yeah, but at the same time, I know those players aren't going to be the solution. Just because the solution is very much the striker, you need an out-and-out goal scorer like Harry Kane who's going to bury a chance in the 9-yard box no matter what. Basically,
Yeah,
like we saw tonight from England.
like I
I
said,
don't know.
it's not the Spain of old, you know. And like I said, I always say this. We grew up watching David Villa, Fernando Torres. Boys, it used to be good.
You need those
Now
kind of
it's
strikers.
dry.
They have
There was a
creative
point
players.
where
Fernando Torres has been
there was a-
fantastic. Oyarzabal been fantastic. Gerard Moreno's been fantastic. Sarabia's been fantastic. I just think they can't
True.
finish a damn ball.
True, but then I feel like if he'd brought a bigger roster, you know, he would have more options. Because there was a point where I know the Real Madrid players aren't amazing at the moment, but there was a point where people thought Isco was the best 10 in the world. There was a point where people were raving about Asensio. If I was Luis Enrique, I would bring it upon myself to say I'm going to be the guy to bring that out of them, you know. So I just don't get his whole thing of just
Yeah, I don't
disregarding
either.
all of them.
But I do also just agree that that isn't the point of where they have been struggling. I feel like
They need
where
a
they have
striker.
been struggling is where they need a better striker, a more consistent striker, I should say, probably. Because Marta definitely has his days where he can go on and score a hat-trick, no issue. But he has days where he misses absolute sitter after absolute sitter after absolute sitter. So I very much think the next generation of Spanish strikers needs to step up a little bit now, because that's what they're lacking right now. And again, I just think that's their weakness. I think Switzerland played their heart out again. The red card, a little bit controversial, but I think it was very deserved at that point. I'm very, very disappointed Spain didn't capitalize at that point. There was a good 20
Who scored
minutes
for
left in
Spain
the
again?
game. Who scored?
I'll tell you now. I got it. Yeah,
Exactly.
Dennis Zakaria, own goal.
Oh, it is an own goal. Yeah. It is the mad deflection from Jordi Alba. I remember it. It is a good shot from Jordi Alba. Got deflected, went the other way. So yeah, that was the opening. So yeah, it's just very disappointing.
Yeah, if I'm being blatantly honest, I think Italy's Spain's tournament is at an end next round. I think, you know, to be honest, they've done a lot better than I thought they were gonna do. But yeah, I think it's asking a lot now from this stage on.
They got
I hate to bring up
Shaqiri
these
in all
points
honesty.
because it's criminal to make this comparison. But Spain in the 2010 World Cup didn't run over teams. They were grinding away. Even with that squad, they were winning 1-0, 1-0. I know they haven't been winning 1-0, but I'm just saying, you know? Just gotta do what you gotta do. You get
Yeah,
it.
you do. You just
Who
gotta.
knows? Maybe they'll do the all the way.
I think there's not like one clear winner that you're gonna say like this team for sure, everything on it, all in. Unless you're obviously from one of those teams, then you back them like it's coming home. But you know, I think it's a fair chance. Even Denmark, it's a fair chance. I say 25% each team has to win it. So, you know, yeah. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens in the next round. Then, obviously, the next game. Amazing game. That the next game was amazing. It was Belgium, Italy. It started off amazing. It kept the pace. Belgium finally, you know, got what they were coming for them. I wanted Belgium to go out. I'm happy they go out. Italy deserved to go through. I wanted Italy to go through. So big ups Italy. I hope they're the ones going to the final to play England. I think that'll be an amazing final to watch. So I'm really hoping Italy go all the way. But I think Italy, throughout this whole tournament, fantastic. They played beautiful football again against Belgium. Got no complaints. However, Spinazzola, arguably player of the tournament, got injured. So that's a big yikes for them.
Or his Achilles, to be
Exactly.
specific. He's out for about 6 months.
Exactly. So that is a massive, massive blow for Italy. But I still think they'll have enough quality to go through to the next round. And yeah, that game, I'm just happy Belgium went out with. I'm honestly happy. I can't be asked. I don't like that team. And I wanted them to go out, and now they're out. So I'm happy.
Yeah, no, as you say, I think arguably game of the tournament, to be honest. I think it was really entertaining. Okay, there's the other games with the insane amount of goals. I know some people will drift towards that. But I think high intensity football, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I was back to the Champions League, to be honest. I think the level of football was that great. And I think Belgium looked good for the first 15. It looked like, I think Clay made this point. It looked like on the counter they could be dangerous. But as soon as Italy scored, I think it still wasn't one-sided, but it drifted more towards Italy. And Insigne's goal, whew, oh, what a goal. And right after I just dropped him in my fantasy. Imagine. But yeah, no, Italy look good, and we'll see. They could go all the way. I think they'll definitely get to the final, but you never know.
Yeah, I just think entertaining game, very fantastic, just fantastic ballers on both sides, fantastic managers that have pushed these sides to actually become quite great. So it is really, really good. I think towards the end of the game, it was kind of the Portugal-Belgium vibes as well, where Portugal were just pushing non-stop and they couldn't get through, and the same thing happened with Belgium. Italy properly just parked the bus. It was, it was the defensive masterclass from them at the end of the day as well. So yeah, it was very good from them. A notable mention from Belgium side, Jeremy Doku, looking fantastic prospect. I think he's
Yeah,
going
I
to do
noticed
one.
that as well. I also think so. But yeah, that good game. Good,
Hmm.
I think it was probably the best game,
This
but
man-
I didn't enjoy it the most.
So this Broku guy you're talking about came in for Hazard. Yeah, Hazard's dead. Man is dead.
Boy, Hazard died after Chelsea. I didn't know he
He's
retired.
the same player as Hazard is. He's one that's going to take on dribbles. He's going to beat players. He's going to go in for those crosses. He is dangerous. And he's only like 21, I think. 20,
Yes, yeah.
21?
I think
No,
Liverpool
no,
are
no, no,
looking
I'm
for
talking about
Doku. We're talking about
Dogen, okay.
Doku.
Okay, yes.
And we're talking
He
about
was
how
Hazard's replacement.
we're talking about how dead Eden Hazard.
Yes, we're
Oh,
comparing.
okay.
Yeah.
I just don't get what's happened with Hazard.
As
Is it the
finished.
injuries?
Dusted, finished, retire, don't care. Moving on.
Terrible move for him, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Literally creating. Never thought I'd say that about fair moving to Real Madrid.
it's finished. It's dusted. But anyways,
So sad.
Czech Republic, Denmark. Yeah, boys, I can't tell you anything about this game. Claire, I'm gonna let this is all you, boy. I didn't watch this game. I don't know who scored. I'm just happy Denmark got through because, like I said, I want them to go through. So, yeah, I'm happy for that. But other than that, I couldn't be asked to watch the game. But yeah, boy, I know you like Denmark a lot and you watched the whole 90 minutes. So tell us about it.
Mela is a fantastic fullback. One of the best in the tournament. He's up there with Spinazzola for player of the tournament right now, in all honesty. He has been fantastic. And he got an assist today. He was the one who assisted Dolberg's second goal to actually win in the game. Dolberg again with another goal. Branthwaite missed a header, so Dolberg just tapped it in. It was great. And then in like the 8th minute it was or something like that, Thomas Delaney had an absolutely free header because Czech Republic had no clue how to man mark. So they just two-manned onto Vestergaard and Delaney, free header, back of the net, easy dubs. And it was just a really good performance. They're playing with a lot of heart. And I'm actually starting to gain a bit of respect for Martin Branthwaite. I have to say that, Walter. I'm gaining
Yes.
some respect for you, man. He's
Yes.
actually starting to look like a somewhat decent player. You know?
The man you couldn't do keep you upset.
Weird. Yeah, weird. This man's got some pace, he's got a bit of flair. He's actually looking like a decent player. He plays on the wing, in case you don't know, for Denmark. He's
Okay.
basically a winger.
Yeah, I can't
This
tell
man's
you
running
about that.
non-stop, and he's just
The
going
thing
and
is-
going and going.
He can't suck. He's put a Barca jersey on. He's played alongside Messi. It's just impossible for him to suck,
It is at this point. So yeah, it was a solid performance from Denmark, and it was a bit lackluster from Czech Republic. They had just very bad defending when it came to their set pieces, and then Denmark had a lapse in concentration that Schick through to make it 2-1. So yeah, I do rate Denmark's chances going forward. I think they have a lot of decent talents in the squad, and I think they're playing very well at the moment. I think they're scoring a lot of goals. I think they're creating a lot of goals, and I'm very worried for England, in all honesty.
I want to say before we move on, I was just thinking about, I think it was like 2 shows we did ago where I said, let's make the ballsy prediction. Obviously, all our favorites still in at that point. But I said, let's all make a ballsy prediction of who can go all the way. I said England, obviously. Clayton said Denmark. I can't remember who Moloto said. I want to say Belgium, but I'm really hoping you didn't say Belgium.
I said Belgium.
Okay.
I said Belgium.
Okay. We're 2 for 3. We're 2 for 3.
Two of us.
Dude, I was hoping you said Italy or something, because then, all three of us would have been, we would have had like something going on here. But, Clay, one of us will be right next round,
Let's just say I wanted to say Italy. Let's just say that.
let's just say you are, but you got peer pressure, you got peer pressure to say it. Let's just say it. Let's just go with that. Let's go with that narrative. Moving on. Yeah, boys. Jadon Sancho, Barry Maguire, not Harry, Barry Maguire. Barry Maguire. It's when he steps up his game. We call him Barry, not Harry. Harry Kane. What's Luke Shaw? Yeah, guys. When England are on it, or they are on it. I know it's Ukraine. I don't want to disrespect Ukraine, but that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see with England. That type of performance. Scoring goals for fun, tidy at the back, quality in the bench. He made all subs. All of them were quality players. So, yeah, boys, I want to be singing It's Coming Home. I can't lie to you. I think it's coming home. I want it to come home. I'll be very happy if it did come home because I like the England team a lot. I do like the England team a lot. But screw the rest of the English team. I want to talk about the United players. Harry Maguire. First of all, amazing Euro so far. Please carry this on into the next season. Obviously, we have slated you. We have he's still not my captain. Bruno Fernandes is my captain. But we've slated him, and rightfully so. We haven't not slated him when he doesn't deserve to get it. But he finally scored a header today. He scored a header. I was so happy. I want to see it more next season in a United shirt. Luke Shaw, 2 assists. I think he got an assist last knockout game as well. So he's on fire. Clean sheet, tidy at the back. Arguably the best left back in the world at the moment. Jadon Sancho, it's very weird saying Jadon Sancho is a Man United player, but Jadon Sancho didn't get on the ball a lot today, but when he was on it, I like watching those plays. That's why I like Tony Martial so much. That's why Martial is one of my favorite plays, because when they're on the ball, it just looks, there's magic. Magic happens. He's taking on plays, 1-2s, tidy, and then he had a link up with Luke Shaw, could have buried it, but unlucky, it's a hard chance. But amazing. From a United perspective, I can't ask for more. It's been an amazing Euros for the United players so far. And, Ollie, my boy, there's nowhere to hide next season. There's nowhere to hide.
One thing I have to mention now as well, I know it's off the topic a little bit now, but Fred's doing fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. All the United players, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide next season. The players are on fire. Bruno's probably had
Brazil's best player right now.
Bruno's probably had the biggest stinker, and it wasn't even that bad.
I'm not having it about Fred.
I don't believe it either, but every Brazilian fan is saying.
I said it today. Let me see if I can find it. I'll see if I can find it. But boys, United, they need to do things next season. Ollie's got nowhere to hide. Like I said, I don't want to bring it into this, but nowhere to hide next season. No excuses, none whatsoever.
But the players playing this well. I can't see the excuse coming.
So why can Maguire play like this? Huh? Stones isn't the paciest centre back. He isn't the best centre back ever. He's good, but he's not the best. He's not like someone like Varane who we need next to Maguire or something.
To be fair, beside the zona marking, which is definitely Ollie's fault, Maguire's been alright.
Yeah, He's been good.
He's been fantastic.
He's been good. Yeah, Maguire's been good.
No. I mean, beside the zona marking, which was Ollie's fault, Maguire hasn't really that much wrong at United, to be honest. Like, the only time we saw Maguire...
He's been an average centre-back, and that's the issue.
Okay,
he's never been commanding, he's never had the best passes.
I found the stats for Fred that I seen today. It says Fred, for Brazil, he's made the most passes in the final third, 23, most progressive passes, 23, most attempted tackles, 10, and most successful tackles, 8. Yeah, so...
It's been ridiculous.
Fred's been good. Shaw's been Maguire, Dan James, people like Scotty.
Can I ask this?
It's going well.
Besides scoring the header, what is Maguire doing at England if he doesn't do it United?
He's been a lot more commanding in the back, I feel.
You know what he looks like? He looks like he's playing pressure free. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. It looks like he's
when I see Maguire play for England, I look like he's happy. He's aggressive, he's composed.
Like Pogba at France.
You know what
exactly, like Pogba at France. It's literally Pogba at France. That's what it looks like.
You know what I think? Then when you guys look at Maguire, you see the captain armband, and it makes you think of Ollie. And Ollie rage. just makes you see red. That's what I think. Because okay, yes, I do think he has been slightly better, but I don't think it's that far from Manchester United Maguire, to be honest. And you know I've always rated Maguire. And
You know,
I
you know what the
think-
problem is? You know what the big factor is also? England haven't conceded a goal this whole tournament.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
watch him at United, it's dizzy. The things that I've seen in my life, especially with Maguire involved, it's ridiculously bad. It is so
Literally
bad.
seeing
The
him
thing is-
landmark his own
the thing is,
player.
we can
Yeah,
see
exactly.
we can see the same type of goals, and I don't think that's down to the player. You know, I know that's finally coming from the guy who was just Ole in, but I think it's all to the coaching, honestly, and less from the player.
No,
I really
it's
rate
100%
Man
co-
United.
it is definitely coaching and management play a big part because, like I said, that's what I'm saying. When I watch Maguire like this, when I watch all United players outside of United, I'm like, guys, why aren't we winning the league? What's going on? What is going on? These players they're insane. They are actually insane. So
And Lindelof,
yeah, I didn't even mention Lindelof. Boys, United players in the
Lindelof
international
is so
competitions
key, yeah.
have been phenomenal. Bruno's probably been our worst performer, but it's Bruno. We allow it. Yeah, exactly.
Bruno
We allow
did
it.
it 2 games anyway.
Exactly. We allow it for Bruno. And even when Bruno comes on, he does things. So, but I'm not gonna get into that. But yeah, fantastic. Maguire. To give them a rating because I think we all watched the full game today. I would give Maguire a 10. I'd give Luke Shaw a 10. I'd give Jadon Sancho probably a 7.
Yeah, no. England, it's coming home. Let's not waste time. It's coming home. Let's switch off the show. Actually, let's stop the competition. Let's just give it to England. Because I know what I've said I know what I've said. I've talked shit about them. I have. But these mans are looking good. No lie, these mans are looking good. As you say, they haven't conceded a goal in the whole tournament. And I think they're peaking at the right time. Today, yes, it's Ukraine. But they were all over them. It seems like Kane getting the goal really helped him. The confidence is up. It seems like Sancho's going to play more now. Sterling, whoever's criticizing Sterling, they must shut the fuck up. Honestly. And I'm not the biggest Sterling fan. But this man has been doing the most. Because, yes, going in the tournament, I know. I was also criticizing him. But I feel like he has proven.
So what you're saying
Yeah,
is
I'll
that
put my hand
you
up.
must shut up. Is what you're saying also.
Yes. I'm shutting up, bro. I think he's proven that he deserves to start. And, basing it from this performance, it seems like they've got what Italy has. And some people might say I'm crazy because Italy's been, but then they've also got so many talismans all over the pitch. And if they just keep focus, I think this tournament is there for the taking for them. Honestly, I think England.
I want,
have a really good
yeah,
shot at winning
I
this.
really want an Italy
And-
England final. Oh, I think it would be great.
I think we'll get it. And instead of rating, Maguire, I'll give him.
Got a goal,
Give me
clean
8.5.
sheet. He didn't
Okay,
lose
he
any.
scored,
He
actually.
didn't lose any aerial duels. He didn't get double passed. He had 98%
Yeah, no.
pass accuracy.
And that's not United. Let me go easy on them. I'm gonna give him a 10. And Luke Shaw. Whoever made McDonald's comments, they must hold this L.
He did that at
Hold
Mourinho's backyard, by the way. That was Mourinho's backyard.
Imagine.
He did that performance.
Yeah, no, he's phenomenal. And the crosses, we're always complaining about him not getting enough assists.
Oh, he's
Clearly,
getting
when
it,
Kane's
yeah.
there, clearly when someone's gonna take
Come on!
the chances, he makes it happen.
Nah,
For Cavani,
I didn't say anything.
oh,
I didn't say anything.
let's not go there. It's off season.
Yeah, no, nigga, it's too early. I
No,
want to go into next season fresh. Clear mind.
Yeah, but nah, England are looking good, and now I'm officially an England fan. Screw Italy.
You know what the problem is? It's like United. I like them a lot. I love this team, but I can't trust my life. They could have choked today. They could have choked today, and I'd be like typical England, typical. But yeah, the dream lives on.
England's that
Yet
team.
again.
Even if they're playing well, in the back of your mind, you're like, in the back of your mind, you're like, Denmark is playing well, and it's England. You never know.
Yeah.
What I have to say is, England definitely have mistakes in them. Pickford had an absolute stinker at a point throughout the game. and it nearly cost them. It absolutely nearly cost them.
To be
and
fair
I
to
feel like
Pickford,
it's
at
going to happen
least
again.
he's been fantastic the whole tournament before this. So.
Yeah, and
He's
again,
back now. Clearly.
it feels like watching United again. It's when they are being countered, they look so vulnerable. It looks like they're about to concede every time, and I feel like every England fan, right, just is clenching their fists as they're watching Ukraine counter because it's scary. Because they are getting so much space and they're getting so close, and then it's just headed away or something. You know, it's just. Eh. So I do think England have also had a very very easy route.
For sure.
I feel like they've got by
Wow.
far handed the best possible.
They had to
team.
beat Germany. I'd say that for them. They had to
That's
beat
it.
Germany. So yeah.
Yeah, and they look decent enough. But
Mhm.
besides that, I, Germany were lackluster in every game except one, which is the Portugal game.
Yep.
In all honesty,
True.
so I don't even rate them that highly. If they brought that same game that they brought to Portugal, I'd 100% be like, yeah, they just slain one of the big dogs, one of the favorites for the tournament right now. But I feel like they've had one of the easiest routes, and I'm very, very, very worried for them choking against someone who has gone up against big opposition, maybe like a Denmark right now, who did hold their own against the Belgium, who comfortably threw away Wales and Russia and everyone along their path to get here right now. So I think it's going to be very interesting going forward. Because if we see an England-Italy final, I don't know if England's going to be able to handle it. Because I don't think they've had enough experience handling those type of teams. And that's my main worry for England actually going all the way right now. I think this is their best chance by a mile to win it. I think they've 100% got the easiest bracket right now. Because Spain, Italy could go either way in all honesty. If Spain somehow just nail it out, I will be very surprised, but it's possible. And I just think England against the top side is going to struggle a little bit. As much as they've just struck form going forward, I'm very worried good defensive performance can just completely shut down Harry Kane or shut down a Jack Grealish or something, you know? I just feel like without Gareth Southgate playing his multiple talismans and just relying on individual brilliance from a Sterling, from a Kane, just to make something happen, I don't know how I'm going to feel. Because that's what he's been doing up until this Ukraine game. And Ukraine are definitely the worst of the bunch at this point. I think we could all agree to that. Up to the quarterfinals, Ukraine are probably the worst team on paper.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm not fully backing it's coming home just yet. I do think it was a fantastic performance. But, again, you might as well have just given us a League 2 side and just gone, yeah, we thrashed them 4-0. It was a good game, you know? I'm just saying, it is kind of equatable to that, you know? It is that FA Cup game that Maguire scored his
Please
goal.
don't disrespect in Ukraine. League 2.
No, I'm not. Okay, yeah, that is pushing it, really is. But again, it's
This
very
is your
much a
team,
lower
boy.
league team
That was your
versus-
team. Ukraine was your team
Wow.
as well.
I mean, Denmark was my team, but hey, I just said there could be someone decent. And again, against England, there should be no comparison. It's very much a high league team versus a low team.
On paper, no one should be comparison to me.
No.
The thing is, I agree with everything you're saying, but I think what we saw today, yes, maybe Ukraine do suck, but I think what we saw today is the psychology
Definitely
of football.
comparison
I think
to England, I have to say. That has to be said. Ukraine don't suck as a team, they suck against England, though. One of the best teams in the world.
still though, this is a team that England battles against.
Yeah.
So
You
I
usually
feel like
the,
what we saw today.
the England where you don't trust wins this game like 1-0 or something, like, you know, like sketch. It's like over the line, okay, but
thing is,
they did everything perfect
They brought the
against Ukraine.
confidence.
as much as it's important to play the big guns, you know, I kind of feel like at the end of the day they're keeping the clean sheets, they're winning the games, and I think is what we saw today, the psychology of football. I think these players are starting to believe that they are the best.
I
in the
think so as
competition,
well.
and
I
they
think
can
so as
win
well.
the Euros. And I feel like that mentality can go a long way.
These players look
Can-
like
can take them
they
all.
want to win the series. They look serious about winning the series. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Kane's dead. He scores a goal now.
now,
Back,
hey,
yeah.
yeah, that volley, boys, you know, he's back in my fantasy league team. He's back in my fantasy league. Can't lie. Hey, dangerous. You just need him to pick up, you know. And now that he's picked up, he's looking like the Harry Kane we know. So, woof. Yeah, perfect time to peak. Perfect time to peak. The semi-final, final. Right. Clear your ratings for the United boys.
It's hard to give Maguire anything less than a 10 or a solid defensive performance and a goal,
Yes.
which he never gets.
Barry
It's
Maguire.
obviously a 10. And then Luke Shaw, 2 assists and a clean sheet. Again, what are you going to do except 10?
Roberto
There's
Carlos.
an option there.
Roberto Carlos. You know, Shaw doesn't know Roberto Carlos exists. You know,
Exactly.
in my mind, he doesn't exist. Luke Shaw. That's it. That's the left back.
Oh, it's beautiful. And in Sancho, I do
I'll put
think played
Varane
well.
next to them. Yo. It's going down.
You're getting excited. I'm not going to even mention that
Yes,
today.
Exactly. Again, I do think Sancho looked good. He's looking like that player that we bought, and I'm just excited. He's looking.
Yeah, I want to watch him play. Also, I also want to watch him play.
Exactly. But there was nothing special from him, nothing spectacular.
I can
But he's
imagine-
definitely a fair player.
I can imagine there will be a lot of haters. People are like, you spent 90 million a player that
You
can
see,
barely touch
I
the
don't
ball."
know, because when I was on Twitter today, usually you would see that especially when a team like United sign a
Yeah.
player. I went on Twitter, everyone just likes Sancho, for the majority. Even rival fans are like, you know what, boys, you guys got a saucy baller. It's almost like when Martial's in form. Martial when he's in form, rival fans are just like, he's a ball. You can see with people like Pogba. It's just that type of play that easy on the eye. People like seeing it. People like watching him do this, the feints, the step overs, the 1-2s. They like watching that. So I think that's why Sancho
And I
would be a
think-
favorite.
Yeah. I think there's more to him than that as well.
Oh, there's way.
He reminded me of, and I know this is a bad comparison because we just slaved him a few minutes ago, but he reminded me of Hazard, like the ability to dribble and take on players. I
Yeah.
think it really is at that level.
Mm.
And it sucks because you could literally see him say, give me the ball, but England for some reason
And you
just
must remember,
keeps,
that was Sancho's
moves
first
the way.
game after who knows how long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Since
the first
12
time.
seasons
Exactly,
ended.
did. So for him to come in a team, and I know he didn't light it up, amazing, but when he was on it, he was on it.
He was
so
good, yeah.
Exactly. So happy with Sancho. Can't ask more. Like I said, I'm gonna give him patience.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna slate him. I'm like, oh, he didn't score, he didn't assist. What are we doing? We wasted our money. We should have just got Grealish or Rafinha. I'm not gonna do that. So it is what it is. Moloto's camera has died, but we must move on. We must move on to the predictions of the semi-final. I hope Moloto's still
Yeah.
here. If not, the show goes on. Italy, Spain, the first semi-final. What we thinking?
I just want to hear from Luciano.
He might not be.
For me, I definitely think Spain could just maybe have enough, but that's a massive if. And again, these are top teams against each other, and Spain are definitely the weaker of the two right now. So I'm just gonna stick to the guns. I think Italy's gonna take this one.
Very good. I think Italy will take this as well. That's what I'm hoping for. I think they're too hot. They're playing insane football. The quality of player is way more than the Spanish team. No disrespect to the Spanish team.
Yeah.
However, this is football. This is a knockout competition. Anything can happen. And if Spain were to go through, I feel like it's even more of a chance for England to do something. Yeah, technical difficulties. Moloto died, but anyways, he's back alive. We got him back. What was I saying? I was saying, but I do think Italy will be too much for Spain, so I think Italy will go through. Moloto were on our predictions for the semi-finals, and the first one is obviously Italy-Spain. So Clay said Italy, I said Italy, but I said don't be surprised if it's an upset, and if there's an upset,
Yeah.
I think there's even more of a chance for England to win, because I feel like Spain won't be able to deal with England, but I feel like Italy and England would be a good final.
Yeah, no. I like predicting, or not I like, but then, there's always an upset. But
This is the problem.
It's hard,
This is the problem.
it's hard to predict it here.
That's
It's hard to
kind of
predict
an
it.
outside
I
bracket.
don't
You're
want
probably
to.
wrong,
I don't want it. For the
Even
first
France is
time,
out.
every time I've made the upset prediction, I got it right. But I'm not gonna make an upset prediction. I'm going proper favorites. I want the favorites to go all the way, so I'm gonna say Italy, and I'm just gonna stick with it. And I'll die on this sword.
I do think they'll give Italy a game. I do think they won't run over Spain. But at the end of the day, I just think Italy's going to have too much for Spain. And yeah, I have to go for Italy.
Okay. And the next game, it's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. So yeah, England. I'm sorry, Denmark. I love you. If you were to go through, I would want you to win the whole competition for sure. But yeah, I have to go with England. So yeah. However, like I said, I won't be too upset. I'm not English, you know, so it's not life and death for me. You know, it's like, oh my god, everything's coming to an end. If Denmark go through, so happy. But I do want England to go through. So yeah, I think England playing how they are, players they've got. If there's ever a perfect time to go all the way, it's this one. So bring it home, boys. Bring it home.
Yeah, no, I think England will win, but I sense some drama here. I don't know why. I sense United vibes. I think Denmark might score first,
Yeah.
and England has to come back.
If there's any English fans that do not support United, they're 100% having full faith. They don't know what it's like. We know what it's like. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think at the end of the day, England will win. Maybe even on penalties. You know,
I have a sneaky feeling it's going to go.
I can see that. But I'm sorry, Clay. It's not happening with Denmark. Come a long way. Semi-final, but this is where it ends.
Oh. I have to stop.
You can't back England, but you have to go all the way.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Det kommer hjem.
Is that it's coming home in Dutch? No, not
Danish.
What is Danish? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Went to Google for that one. So
yeah, what is it?
yes, it's coming now. Det kommer hjem.
That go my him.
Yeah.
Lol.
Definitely some Dutch roots there, so not that hard, bro.
Yeah. You know the thing is, I really like 3 of the teams that are left. I like Italy a lot. I like England, obviously. I like Denmark because the underdog story. I absolutely, if Spain win it, I'm gonna be so upset. I'll actually be so upset. I don't want them to. I don't want Spain to win it because I would like.
You and your Spain.
I've never liked Spain ever. I've never liked Spain.
I like Spain and I don't want them to win this.
Yeah.
I just feel like there's more deserving
They're
teams.
so dry. Yeah, they're so dry. They're dead, actually. Dusted.
What does that mean, more deserving teams? If you want
I feel
it,
like
you
Denmark
most
I
has
mean, no, yeah, it's
half
not
the story.
more
I feel like
deserving.
England have been
Yeah, I feel like
dry
Denmark for the
because
story,
performing.
England
Italy for the
because
story as well.
we
They
Premier
didn't win the
fans.
World Cup. I feel like it's
No, it
so
is.
much better of a story.
Yeah, it
Both
is.
was-
You guys are just a bunch of football hipsters. That's what's happening here. No, mate.
I respect Spain and everything they do.
I
Really
can't.
bad
I like
things,
I
not-
like nice football. I like attacking. I like triangles. I like. Okay, I'm a
I like
hipster.
triangles. I'm a Spain fan. They're all over triangles.
Yeah, but this
Okay,
Spain
maybe
team
I
is
can
dead.
compare to
They're dusted.
I'm a Barcelona fan. All about triangles. But if you put the ball in the back of the net, I respect you. I'm not gonna judge you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but yeah, I just like the same with Clay. I just like the way Italy play. I feel like for once, I feel like this is an Italian side. Spain, I've just never liked them from young. I have an agenda against Spain. I'm not even afraid. I have an agenda. If you guys didn't have Ramos, I'd hate you guys even more. And now that there's no Ramos, and I couldn't give a shit. So that's that. England, the Prem is my league. So
Question though,
yeah.
is Southgate still a clown?
Yes.
Ooh, Southgate, yeah, it's clear. I won't take him at United. I refuse. It's okay.
Why are
You
we
can
rating?
take
Take him in a Prem team.
Why are we rating England all of a sudden? Okay,
Yeah, you know why though.
You should.
It's the players.
But it's the
Same thing
players,
as we
exactly.
recognize
It's
We
the
rate
players.
the
I love the players at England. So I've always I don't think you can name an English side where I've never liked the team. It's just like they're just all I love them. I love
The
this
thing
team,
is,
so.
he hasn't continued a goal this month. No
He
goal.
hasn't. Yeah, he has.
It's gonna be-
We've,
yes.
we've been slating him for picking Sterling. Sterling is doing the most. You know,
Okay.
players are turning up at the right time.
Eh,
Sancho's playing now. He's
Yes,
playing
you
well.
see Southgate beat
Man management.
You see England beat UK 4-0 today. If I was in charge, I would have smacked them for 8. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Man management has been on.
Sancho
fleek.
should be playing.
Nah.
Grealish should be.
First half was dreadful from England. You're forgetting. Okay, first half, Ukraine
okay.
actually looked like they were.
Well,
in it.
they scored in.
England
They
scored.
scored in the
England
first
England
4
scored
minutes.
first 2 minutes, and then Ukraine dominated first half. They dominated.
The thing
rest
is-
of that half.
The thing is,
Completely.
I feel like they'll never be Man City. They're not gonna be that team because Gareth Southgate isn't Pep. But
Well,
I think they dominate teams enough,
Yeah,
honestly.
but second half, they
And-
showed exactly that. That's the bullshit. That's why I call it out.
Ah.
Especially like when United plays well. It's like, why can you not do
This
that?
is United. If
Why do you
anyone
have
doesn't know
that
what United is,
football?
it's
Thing
England.
is-
It's England.
It's literally.
The thing is, United's crap in the first half. I don't think England are crap. I think England were okay.
Yeah, but
I mean,
sometimes
don't
when
make-
sometimes when we say United were crap, and then you're like, nah, I think they were okay. So yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Considering what that
I
second
usually-
half was.
with
they were
United,
so
I don't wanna
shit.
go to
They were
last
the
season.
worst of the worst. They played like Ukraine in the first half, okay?
Oh, okay. There's no such. There's no such.
And
And with
compared
United,
to
I
the
agree
second
they're
half,
crap. I tend to agree that they're crap in the first half, but once again, like with Spain,
Compared
know,
to the second
if you-
half, honestly, Milos,
if you're putting it
what
in
was
the back of the
difference in that
net,
England team
I respect
in the
you.
first half and the second half. England
They
could
did
have
improve.
5 minutes.
I feel like in the first half, they were a bit lackluster, but then they still had most of the
They
ball.
went from a mid-table Prem team to winning the Champions League. That's literally the jump that they went, okay? Good luck, yeah, we'll
I
smoke
feel
this
like
game, we'll
it is
get
being a
ready
bit
for
harsh,
the
but
whole-
with regards to Southgate, yeah, I would not take. If that's the question, if you want him at United, yeah, no, it's
And
okay.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
United.
it's okay. So, but you know what I will say, if there
What I'm
ever
saying-
is a type of competition where you can get away with this, is something like this, something like a Euros, something like a World Cup, you know, because it doesn't have to be nice all the time. You know, with United, I'm watching them every week. You guys better freaking entertain me. With England, it's just, you know, it's one competition, there's fewer games, there's a trophy on the line, it's knockout football, so there's no room to play amazing and then get counted and get smacked, you know, so
What
I
I'm
side with
saying,
it.
Southgate's a good coach, and he's done nothing wrong.
No.
He's done nothing wrong.
He wins one game.
If you put
and
Southgate in
suddenly
charge
Southgate-
of
He's
Leeds,
won.
if you put Southgate in charge of Leeds, we're getting relegated.
He hasn't lost the game. He's won the rest of them. Please put
But also,
some
I
respect
could win
on
it and
Southgate's
have no
name.
coaching badges.
I also feel like I could. I mean, the whole bloody years with that English side.
The English side is so stacked, but also.
You
Literally,
guys are not
give the guy
respecting
the
Southgate.
gambler blackjack. See what
Southgate
happens,
is
okay?
another
Give him-
version of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and I don't rate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So
The thing is, Oli plays crap football at times. I haven't seen crap football.
No.
I've seen
nah,
okay
nah,
football.
nah. England.
I
Some
haven't
games
seen
of England
crap
are
football from
dead.
England.
Basically, the
Yeah.
entire group
Dead.
is dead.
Exactly.
Dead, dead.
I'm
The
not
group
seeing
stages
those
were
zone marking.
dead.
I'm not seeing no zona marking easy goals conceded by Southgate. So please.
Yeah, but you know the other thing is also though, they got two nice, insane DMs. At United, yeah, we don't have that. So
Okay, yeah. If you wanna make a case for Ole, which is funny coming from you.
yeah, I will, because I think they're both dead, finished. I never want them in my club. So. Yeah, but it is what it is. But it's been a good show. The United players keep on performing. That's gonna be the title of this video. 100% of vlog. United fans are like that. But the Euros are nearly at an end. I think so far it's been actually pretty good. I've enjoyed it as a break, as a side casual watch, more as a neutral. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I've had my break from the Premier League. I've had my break from United. I'm full of hope. I'm full of happiness, and I'm ready for them to let me down for another season. So
It's Rafinha in the 90th minute.
I'm ready. You know, I can't be mad. In the first game, I won't be mad because if Leeds in, I'm like, you know, it's Leeds. So yeah, but I can't wait. I
Nah,
can't
no,
wait
run
for the
over
Prem
Leeds.
to come. I'm hella excited. I'm hella excited, but it's got a long way to go. If you are new, do subscribe, do smash a like, and do comment down below if you think it's coming home. And we will check you all in the semi-final of the Euros.